And so, Christy, interested to hear your perspective of, especially around that Venn diagram where they all come together.
Sure. Again, this is another quote that was in part of the research from one of the carriers that I really liked. Like I was talking about earlier, having the buy-in internally is so important. And this carrier called out, we really think about our internal people and teams as their fourth customers. So, of course, you're always going to want to be looking at the employee experience, the broker experience, and the client experience. But if your people internally aren't happy with the solution, that will cause problems for you, and it will decrease the level of satisfaction with your with the clients, their employees, and the brokers. But if we look at the experience for each of these, like looking at the broker experience, faster self-service is something that's really important for things like implementation, quoting, renewals, also enhanced visibility. So being able to enhance the carrier visibility for the brokers, and outgoing capabilities, again, with the quoting, HR tech platforms, aggregators. And finally, because there is, just sometimes it is difficult to get that broker experience right, depending on what size of market the carrier is in. Sometimes they aren't prioritizing broker experience. And so I think the more that we move to more digital, easier to use platforms, that can be considered all the time, regardless of what segment they're in. And then if we think about the client or the employer experience, again, when we're having to compete with the likes of Netflix and Amazon, where you can just, pick whatever movie you want to watch right away, or buy whatever you want off of Amazon sitting on your phone. Like, there are some days I kind of wish, I love it, but I kind of wish it wasn't as easy, because I'm like, if I had to go to the store, would I actually have bought that? Sometimes not, but that's just what people expect all the time now. And also simplifying the business. I think we've talked about that a lot, just making sure that everything is as simple and efficient, and everything is as holistic as possible when you're thinking about this experience across the board. And then we've already talked about a lot of the employee experiences, but making sure, again, they also have self-service capabilities so that they can get on anytime and look at what's happening with their benefits or with their leaves. People are working in many different industries, and not everybody works 8 to 5, or, they may have questions about their benefits, in the middle of the night when they get home from work. So just having that self-service experience is important. And I do see that really coming along in the industry, just even, with our own, I think all of us with our own insurance carriers, you now have your insurance card digitally on your phone, but just continuing to expand that and grow more of that experience. And then also just making sure that you have integrated tools to keep everything in sync and as close to a single instance as possible.